Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Media Cartel. We're back at it again. Yours truly, OZZIE, my main man, Mr. Ripper. Hit us up. All social medias is simply Media Cartel. If you want to leave your suggestions, comments, you want to holler at your boy to do some COVID house parties, and you won't be contacting me. That'll be Rip. But you can still hit us up, though.
Hell no. I see you back, though. You back. You start your new record, huh?
Right. But
on time, 1-on-1 now. 1-on-1.
1-on-1. It's
doing no damn COVID party.
Man, it's the anti-COVID party. See what you do instead of having the foggers, you have Lysol foggers. So it just, keep everything disinfected.
And well, funny you said that shit though. It done got the in our area, and then it got so bad like everybody doing block parties.
Yep.
I don't even people keep getting shot. They ain't even worry about people getting shot no more because the infection rate is so high.
Right.
Well, we done had we done had like 7 people get shot, 2 people died.
Mm-hmm.
And but they just had a meeting the other day at one of the churches.
Right.
And it wasn't even about the violence. It was about the
virus.
Yeah, the virus. The shit.
It wasn't about the violence. It was about the virus.
Yeah, I think we're like almost 1,300 now.
Is it that high?
Yeah, we went over 1,000 Saturday.
Oh, okay. I remember it was like one day they had like Florida had like over like.
Saturday was like for us it was I think that's what pushes over 1,000. We had like 148 on Saturday, and then Sunday we had like another 75 or something like that. And then so now we're Thursday and we're 300 again. Where we was 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So we got that plus another 1,000.
They closing the beaches for the
that's what I'm saying. So the governor he shook it and jook it now because all that bullshit he was talking and the shit done got worse. Beaches done got worse. But they ain't even got my train of thought. Yeah, they closed a lot of the beaches for the 4th of July.
Right.
But they're offering some group is offering $2,500 for somebody if you come up with in our area if you come up with a good idea for how because they're saying it's the young people. That's what they're saying. It's the young people the problem. If you come up with an idea for how them to still be able to party, but there has to be it's a no contact thing.
How to party, but not have a physical no contact?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It would still be a streaming situation. So
something I could think of, but
yeah, I mean, even with the and I've been looking.
The offer is out there, but I just didn't really give much thought because people still gonna want to get down when they get down.
Yeah, I was looking at and I looked at the technology years ago, but it was high as hell, and it just ain't make any sense. And nowadays it's slowly starting to do a re-emerging of the what they call silent parties. It's basically the wireless headsets.
Yeah, that didn't last long. I didn't think it would either.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't last long. But it's having a resurgent because of the situation of now.
That's not a no contact. It's just...
I didn't say. Did you not hear me say? I looked at this a long time ago.
Okay.
I say, but it didn't.
Another version of it. You saying?
It's a re-submerging of the because of the. Like I say, you can still have the music and you can be, spaced out and I've been seeing a bunch of videos on it, but I'm going.
Don't need, but see, that's the thing. To be social distancing, it's hard to be in one spot to be social distancing because then that limits the capacity.
Right.
That's the situation at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Where you got high number of people trying to be in, and if you're gonna have to be social distancing, you need a super large space.
Now
that's the problem our area is having.
We gonna cut
putting headphones in your head. It doesn't help that situation at all.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I got an idea. We'll
do
this.
The old man that lives next door to the stadium.
Not have to worry about the sound.
Turn that down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have an idea, and we'll discuss that off mic so we can get this money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't really help.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, and then the second thing is white girl from Gainesville, college student. Mm-hmm. She's gone big viral. So it's kind of our area once again. She's going viral on the internet. Her and some girls, same thing, white girls in Jacksonville. Went bar hopping in for they closed the bars. I mean, stopped selling alcohol in the bars a week ago. Now they're sick as hell because it usually takes a week.
Right.
Now they're sick as hell, and they're like, "Oh, I should have went out. No, I didn't believe it. I was getting sick." And
you stupid.
Her reaction video to her being,
that shouldn't have went. It went viral because your ass got the virus. That's what. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? See, there I go again.
So, that's popping for our area, but it's kind
of And that was your update of COVID stupidness, brought to you by
our area
of your local COVID stupidness, brought to you by Mr. Ripper.
It's a lot more. I mean, and Trump says it'll just disappear.
Okay, you know how 45 every time he opens his mouth, just nothing but ish spews out. Of course, we got more COVID news, so we'll jump back into it. I can't never say bruh's name. Augustina.
Yeah, Augustine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on her. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, he said he was and I'm being politically apologetic about, but basically he say he was getting it in with. That's the best way I can say. He was getting it in with Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith kind of gave him his blessings. Now,
and not only that, he sat down and had a talk with him.
Yeah, said that. now Will has denied. Well, excuse me. I saw an article. I didn't read it, nor can I confirm the source. Will said there was no such blessings. He said he did talk to the young man. He said, but there was no such blessings. He's denying that part. Jada is denying that it ever happened. She's saying,
they both denying it,
right? So,
but there was a time, and I did read it, and then I did see. I like to go see some more information.
Right.
I went back and pulled up was Entertainment Tonight. They went, which I barely watched, but they had something. But they went back and pulled up old clips for 2 years ago. Where they had interviews, him and Jada. Mm-hmm. Him and Jada had awards. They interviewed them together, just different stuff. They caught them they was real close, and they was always these times they was always hugged up.
Right.
Not like they were just
right.
Not saying that they was fucking, but they were definitely close, huggy, touchy, close.
Yeah, more than just
they were
friends.
Comfortable.
Yeah, they were comfortable. Yeah.
I mean, not just because a woman hug you doesn't mean y'all fucking or just more than friends.
Right, exactly.
But I was just saying.
You were saying
you look at it and say, it could be, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. But I'm just saying she was comfortable with him. It wasn't like what the fuck type of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like me and her taking a picture. She'd be like, it's that different of okay, click, kind of.
Or just like if me and a woman was taking a picture and then she came on, oh, he sexual assaulted me. Right. And you'd be like, well, it could have happened because look, they got a lot of close pictures.
Right.
But if we took pictures and we just were never in the same room, they'd be like, did he even know her?
All right.
But none of that. It is there. He's been on her Red Table Talk. And then hey, my whole point, like I said, I'm just putting it there. I mean, it could have. It doesn't surprise me if it did. And then this whole thing could be just a playoff because if you think about it, that Red Table Talk is. She's just been throwing everything in there, trying to make that thing keep going during COVID right now.
Oh, I hadn't even kept up with it.
I never watched it.
I know.
But I'm just saying, I seen that little clips.
Well, I know he has his little doc.
That's what I'm saying. She's been doing everything from, I don't know, mama coming out as being addicted and all kind of, every week is a new problem that they have.
Well, that's what
But I'm just saying, it's like, now you just seem like you're just doing it to keep the.
Oh, okay.
Keep people interested.
Once again, I hadn't saw the first one.
And then also, he's dropping a new album.
Right.
And once again, that seems to be the thing. When you come out and drop an album, you come out and admit that something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good for him. Hope the album does good.
And he wasn't a Catholic little choir boy, so he had to come out with the Jada Pinkett thing.
Never portrayed to be the Catholic. I know you're being funny, but I'm just going. He was always a little kind of sort of wild ladies man.
No, I'm saying, and I couldn't claim he got raped.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's move on, bro. Yeah. I missed that Catholic part of the side of the story.
You know what? No, I'm saying he couldn't.
Right, exactly. When you said Catholic, I thought you were meaning he was a good wholesome, and I'm like,
because
no,
that's what all those stars been coming when they came. They were like either I got raped or
right,
30 years ago, or I was a crackhead 20 years ago.
I got you now. I just
fuck. Now that they decided to drop the album, that's the new thing now.
Right. Well,
or I was so depressed 15 years ago.
Well, like I say, the Smiths are denying it, and he's saying he had to speak his truth. Well,
not saying these things don't happen to people, but to people it do happen to is like it lessens it.
It's not our place to like.
No, I'm saying you're publicizing this for fame. It lessens it to who these tragedies actually happen to.
No, he's doing it to speak his truth. It was
there was nothing
it was
wrong
on
happened.
His heart, and he's feeling that he had to unburden his heart.
No, on his case there were no allegations of any wrongdoing. It was just, because nothing wrong. I mean, if there's something wrong, it would be Will. Like that was his wife, but
yeah,
he could be using that to ploy for clout.
I get you. I was being funny though. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah. I'm like, no, he's not doing it for clout. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, even if it is, let's look at the worst. Infidelity happens all the time. Mm-hmm. They've already said that it's been speculations of that marriage. They say they're life partners. Life partners mean through thick and thin. May have good times, may have bad times. Will may be fucking the baddest bitch over here. We don't know.
Yeah, so on Red Table.
Yeah, so
I don't know if she's telling the truth. But she said regardless of what happened, they always gonna be living under the same roof.
So it is what it is.
He might be on one side with his bitch, and then I might be on one side with someone else.
So I mean,
that's what she said on Table Talk.
That's their relationship, and it's for them to sort out. I was just giving you guys the update and the info. But speaking of updates and info,
I can see Daddy Jeff in the background just.
But leave it alone. Leave it alone.
It's crazy.
Somebody having a playlist for. Let me stop.
And to me personally, he didn't have to make up all this shit. All he had to do was walk on stage with that new hairdo of his. I mean, that should have been enough.
That shit looked stupid. A Little Caesar, two Little Caesar employees was fired because they put how do you say, a swastika made out of pepperonis in a couple of pizzas that they made. The location is. They haven't said which location it was, but it was in Ohio. But they're not saying which particular one it was.
Oh, they coming out, ain't they?
Hey, man, they feel good to be 45ers.
Racist, huh?
And on the meantime, between time, somewhere in Oklahoma, a man shot a woman for stealing his Nazi flag from his house. There was a.
Which you had every right to.
Yeah, no, but
wow, she was on his property stealing.
She was on his property. She didn't break in the house. The flag was
yard.
No, you can't break in the yard. You can trespass.
Well, if you got a fence,
there was no fence. Let me tell the story. It was a late night bet. The guys, he always has his Nazi flags in the yards. The neighbors across the street dared a 26-year-old girl, hey, bet you can't go steal that flag from across the street. I bet I can. Give you a whole case of beer. So she took the bet. She ran over there. She got the flag. And as soon as she hit about the property line, kaboom. She got sprayed. She's not going to die, but she did get hospitalized. The guy,
she was stealing.
Did with multiple gunshot wounds. He's getting charged with assault with a deadly weapon and attending something. I forgot the charge, but with attempt to fatally wound a person or something. He's not getting murder, but the whole point is he kind of was in his right. She was on the property. She was stealing. Technically, you shouldn't be shooting somebody if they're in flee by law. So if she was running, even with the property.
Now they got the property, you can.
No.
I mean, depending on what state.
Well.
Here you can. If they got your property, you can. You can protect yourself and your property.
No, you can't. You can protect yourself and your property if the threat is coming towards you, not away from you.
Even if they're at your house. If they're at your house or come to your car in Florida and somebody steals something from you. I'm saying, or your house. I say your car or your house.
And if they're fleeing from the car or the house,
you still can.
Nope. We'll discuss that at a later time. Nope. I don't want to see you in jail for that one. But if they're fleeing, then that's a whole different. Okay. Okay.
Now a store can't do. They don't have that. A store cannot do that at all.
Person can't.
The person can, but a store can definitely not. A store can't protect his property at all.
Okay. I'll digress because not the time nor the place. But as you were saying with the COVID situation, with the party goers, over 100 cases were linked to one single bar in
Houston.
Not Massachusetts. Damn. Goodness, I can't get my words right. Detroit, Michigan. It wasn't in. I don't know if it was in Detroit. They were saying they for some reason a lot of the bars, I guess they're not, or not bar. Some of the establishments they're not basically putting on blast. Because a lot of the I think they're like corporation, big chains, and they don't want necessarily, like McDonald's or whatever.
I thought you were talking about the one in Houston when all them people was packed in there.
Yeah, but
actually, it was a couple of them.
Was it some cases out of that? I remember when they first opened.
I don't know. It just happened like last week, so I remember. I mean, a lot of people sick in Houston. I don't know.
Yeah, Florida, Texas, California. Because
there was one they had to take his liquor license, because it wouldn't stop, and then they showed another one, and I think this one, the first one that you seen was a black club, and then the second one that I just seen was it was a mixed club, but it was majority white people in there, no mask, and they were like all on top of each other. I mean, so many people, you little things in the club where they stand on and stuff, like little tubes, little
cubes and stuff.
Yeah, that was like, it was packed, man.
Well, in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut are having COVID quarantine automatic bans. This is how it's working. If you're entering the state from any of the high-risk areas, and the list has grown from 4 to, I think, 13. Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, not Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana.
No potatoes, huh?
Yeah, no potatoes, buddy. Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nevada, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Utah. Those have been added to the things. Now, if you're flying into New York and you're from any of those high risk areas, once you get off the plane, you'll have to sign a waiver, and you will have to give over your information where you will be staying. You will have a monitor person to come randomly, almost like your house arrest while you're in the city, to come and monitor you and do a on-site check at any given time. If you're flying out of the state and you're a resident of any of the New York area, once you come back, you have to take a test and you have to be quarantined for up to 14 days or until your test results come back not positive. So if you're a New Yorker and you came down to Florida to bring the kids to Disney World, when you get back, you got 14 days automatically quarantined. That's how New York doing it, trying to get their numbers down. I ain't too mad about that. That's kind of a good self check.
I know was it New York or no? I don't think it was New York. I think it was Maine. It might have been Jersey somewhere. They were having a problem with it was some white people and they were
right.
They were sick,
mm-hmm.
and they still were going around in public and going to clubs and stuff, like, even though they knew they was sick. So I think the police, they ended up getting arrested. Mm-hmm. The police said they heard the rumors on I guess people was calling them out. And then police heard the rumors on Facebook or whatever, and they just thought it was just rumors, just talk. Right. And then they started investigating and started seeing, by people taking pictures and posting and stuff. I was like, wait a minute, these people are really, and they went and checked with the health department. These people really are sick.
Oh yeah, it's real out there in the field.
So they went in and started. But like I think I mentioned last week, I think I was in Walmart. Like, I ain't been in Walmart the whole time. I've been going to Publix.
Right.
But now our Publix is infected.
Publix, a bunch of the Publix are infected.
Yeah, now they're infected. The Publix.
Yeah. So, like I said, the bottom line, people, it's all over, and it's, y'all need to protect and cover yourself.
Like I said, I went to Walmart and clearly seen a lady. She was definitely sick. She was in there with her husband. She was leaning on the buggy, sweating, and I'm like, what the hell? Clearly, this bitch is sick. I mean, she couldn't even stand up straight. She was just
she was just old and elderly. That's
no, she wasn't an old lady.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. Bruh, speaking of Florida and quarantine,
he's holding up like getting started. Shit. What about this? Look up, honey. This.
Look how good this is. Try this real quick.
Is this the kind?
We'll just
no,
open
it's
this.
Not. Like this. Is the brand? This the kind? Yeah. Man, what the fuck?
Guess how much the NBA is reported to be paying Disney World for their COVID quarantine playoffs. That's what I'm calling it. It's not the name of it, but they're, of course, they're having their playoffs.
If they keep getting sick.
Yeah. Well, it's still slated for the mid-July.
End of July.
I thought it was mid. Okay, so it's okay.
July 30th.
But want to take a guess? Just yeah. Well, the NBA will be paying Disney $1.5 million per day.
Sounds about right.
For the comfort bubble of the NBA and their families and all that.
We're talking about for the games, or we're talking about the housing and everything.
It says it's going to cost the league that much per day. It didn't say if that's including housing. Hold on. NBA share no expenses on creating. Nope. It just says for them to be at Disney for that tournament.
Yeah, that doesn't specific because they have to stay in Disney.
Yeah, they have it.
So that's not specific. The article is garbage. Now, if it's 1.5 million per game, that's a good. I mean, advertising pay way more than that. Right. But if that's 1.5 a day for everything. Mm-hmm. Including housing, feeding, and everything. That's damn good. Super damn good deal.
Right.
Not only mention that they changing the name of the arena and they're redoing it.
Right. And as you were saying that, I'm pulling it up. Starting the games in July, it's around about 3 months. The league will be taking over the results within Disney, including its flagship hotel, its
yeah, I know that.
Grand Floridian. Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe it was saying what all that price was going to include, but no. So yeah, either way it go.
That's basically what the home arena takes anyway.
Yeah, I mean, hey, once again, I'm just reporting information.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, I was just saying that's a good deal.
Dr. Dre and his wife of 24 years are filing for a divorce.
She's
filing for a divorce. I'm sorry, Nicole Young. So we'll
Well, I can say one thing.
What's that?
He can forget about being hip hop's first billionaire.
Well, that quickly died. That's
gone.
He was gone before that.
He's still rated 800. I mean,
yeah, 800 million.
He
Yeah,
still
yeah,
could have did it.
Yeah.
He's definitely gone now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't Jay get the first?
No.
Who got the first bill?
Nobody's got it yet.
Nobody's got the bill?
Puffy would have got it, but then
I mean, Puffy, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
But then he bought Revolt.
Revolt,
Remember,
right.
He used all his money for Revolt.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did
He
say
didn't do
Jay
the
was-
Oprah thing. He wanted to own everything. So.
Right. Kanye wrote a...
And Drake can definitely forget about it now.
Yeah.
It's over.
Hey, it's all good.
It's over.
The price of happiness. I mean, that's, sometimes it's...
$400 million worth, huh?
It don't necessarily mean she's going to get that.
She's
Kanye is...
damn near.
Kanye left a huge...
Damn near.
Leave it alone, bruh. A
She's been there
huge
since-
handwritten message.
She's been there since way before Niggas for Life. She's been there since what?
They got married in 96.
I know, but she's been there since the first album. After the first album dropped.
No, she was. They
According
were
to the movie.
No, well, I don't know. They in the article, and I don't have all that pulled up. I just got that one, but
According
they
to
said
the movie, I'm just saying according to the movie.
they said that he, of course, he had kids prior to the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
She was married to a basketball player, and they were coding. Or how do you say? He was fucking with her while she was married to the basketball player. They only was married 3 years. She ended up leaving the basketball player, going to Dre, and they got married within.
Well, they left that out of the movie.
Yeah, of course, everything's nice. Kanye left a huge handwritten message outside of the Gap store in Chicago. Now, when I first saw the article, before I saw the picture, I'm like, a huge. What did he do? A postcard? What? He literally.
He's supposed to be doing a deal with Gap.
He's doing a deal with Gap, of course.
So this is
and that's the Gap that he used to work at when he was in high school or whatever. So he bought the.
Believe that.
So, I mean, he said he used to work at a Gap in like that college dropout.
Trolling.
But yeah, I mean, he's trolling for the thing because he's doing the deal with him. So he's buying that, and it's going to be the official, Gap Yeezy or whatever, Yeezy Gap or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty much he just draped the whole building. You know how like they cover the building when they get ready to what do they call it? Exterminated, tent the building. He did a big one, but it was like a handwritten letter. And saying, hey, like you said, it was trolling, but I'm just saying how he did it. It looked like a big handwritten letter. As we move on, that's enough of Yeezy. There's a new network in town. It's Black Information Network. They're not as prominent as Media Cartel, but they're damn near close. Mm-hmm. The Black Information Network is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week service that is sponsored by, I can say it, iHeart Records. And you can go on, and it's simply called, they're just going by the acronym of BIN, BIN. So, BINnews.com. So, if you choose to want to go there after you get off of Media Cartel, they may give you information. They're going to give you all that bullshit. They ain't going to give you the information. They,
They getting paid on the side now?
Huh?
What is this about? This nigga trader now. You working for Ben?
No, I'm. Hey, like I say, just giving you information. But they're not going to be as thorough as and it's entertaining.
Sounds more political.
Yeah, it's going to be very political. You know that. 45 signed. What do you call it? A petition? Not a petition. What do you call the little bills or whatever? An executive order. Thank you. That it is illegal to snatch down or damage or defame any of the statues.
And what's crazy is like that was already illegal.
Yes.
His executive orders are bullshit.
Trolling. Now you want to talk about the ultimate troller.
Kind of like
I'm going to sign this, even though it's already been signed.
Kind of like
I did this. Yeah.
Kind of like the police regulation thing, reform thing.
I did that.
Like they can't use a chokehold no more, but
if they hold a choke, if they hold you while you're choking, it's okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? This doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Inside Edition, did a thing where they went to the different hotels.
Right.
They went to the Hilton, the Walton, and they did a little test. Since 2020, technology is involved, and they wanted to make sure that everybody's claiming now they're doing more. Since hotels open back up, they're doing extra COVID cleaning. Right. And since it's now technology, they got more stuff. They used to try to do like a little sneak mark of the sheets and the pillows and stuff, but now they got stuff where they can spray on them and it doesn't show up unless you put a black light on it. So they went there and they had a little Inside Edition stencil, and they sprayed it with the stuff and on the pillowcase sheets stuff. They went to Little Hilton. A lot of places, they didn't change the sheets. Didn't change.
It's a new one, because I saw one like that for a while.
No, it just came on this week.
Oh, okay.
And it was after COVID.
Okay.
And they booked the same room the next day under a different name. And same thing. They caught some things when they changed everything, but they didn't change the pillow or something.
Right.
But they went to Trump. We don't bring it up. They went to the Trump Hotel, expensive shit. And then they went there and they spent the night there in the Trump Hotel. And they first got there, they get this big old pamphlet like, "Oh, your safety, COVID is our big," and they get a little packet with gloves and
right.
Sanitizing lotion and everything. Blah blah blah. So they did the spray test with them. Came back next day. Man, they ain't changed the sheets. They ain't changed the pillows. They called the manager. Each one they called the manager to the room, and they came. The manager came in the room. As soon as the manager see the camera, then they just ran away. So they
what time it was?
Yeah. So but even not only say that.
Bottom line to it.
Bottom line to not just say that. Just the real reason we're not mentioning him because show how how Trump gets on there, he'll do something then lie, be like, "All right, I didn't say that," or
right,
like we didn't do that.
Translates over to
that's a lie.
Hotel.
That's just false news.
Right.
They did the same thing. So when they did it, like, what would you? They give me another chance to make a statement, and their statement was, "We do our best to keep the cleanest, and we never were more than any hotel out there. We're the best, and anything else, those are lies. They lied. That is just made up gimmick."
Well, they're getting it from their owner, so
that's what I just said. I said
that's basically yeah.
I was like, this would say shit that Trump does.
Getting it from there. I got a couple of mentions that I got to get out of here. The COVID-19 are slowly rolling out their vaccines, and they're speculating it to be at the cost of about $390 per vial. So you'll need about a week or two serum shots. So that's going to range about $2,340 on the medical side if you don't have insurance.
Who are you talking about?
The antibody cure. I mean the cure for COVID, the medicine that they're rolling out.
Oh, the antibody. Oh, that
yes.
Thing. I thought you were talking about the vaccine. I was saying they far away from vaccine.
Yeah,
when they talking about it was at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
But you're talking about not a vaccine. You're talking about the actual.
No, I'm talking about for
treatment.
Yes.
Treatment. That's if you have it.
So the vaccine is the cure.
No, and treatment is the cure. Vaccine is keep you from getting it.
Oh, okay. So which one am I talking about?
You're talking about the cure. That means if you got it,
right.
That's what they use to cure you.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
All right.
That's what you confused me in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you got insurance, save yourself about $2,000. On the flip side, they keep saying it may be a second stimulus wave. Of course, it's
Trump says it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. There's three things that's going to let that happen. Of course, if the numbers keep effing up and COVID going, you're more likely to get it because Trump is going to push it out so you get your little money so it looks good. That
he needs it now.
He's stimulating the economy.
He's doing bad. He's shooting bad.
Yeah.
As far as the look. Matter of fact, he's fired I don't even know what's the name of the title, but I'm gonna call it the event planner. But I'm pretty sure they have it's same thing, but it's probably a different name they call it. The guy that does for his rallies.
Right.
Oh, he fired him.
Oh, okay.
After the Tulsa thing.
Oh, damn it, man. Too bad for him.
Also, Trump's gonna need to make his own beat or something.
He what?
He's gonna need to produce his own beat.
Why?
Well, because he used a Tom Petty in Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
And that
didn't go over good.
Tom Petty from Gainesville,
right?
And that family was they wrote him a nasty cease and desist letter,
right?
So what I think what he was doing, because when he first was getting elected, he kept using a lot of black artists songs,
right?
Prince and they would send him letters telling him to stop, and he just would keep using it.
Oh, okay.
And I think because of his ignorance of how things work of the music business, he didn't know it was going to cost him as much as it did, which he ended up having to pay later on. So now I think he just use it if he know he can get away with using it one time because they had to send a letter.
Right, exactly.
And so then he switches up. He doesn't keep doing it. Like before, he was like, I don't care, because that's what he was saying about Prince when he was anyway. He's not doing that anymore. So that means it costed him. He learned his lesson. Then he switched to Rolling Stones.
Okay.
And they was like, hell no, same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna have to come up with his own own soundtrack.
And then down the street, in the Palo Paso Ocala, in the villages, the white people tweeted the white people, the white power thing.
Right. He wants to retweet.
Yeah, that was great. And then again, what is it with white people when they see other white people out protesting for black people or Black Lives Matter? They get mad. You see him try to run over the other old white lady with the golf cart?
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he tried to run over. Like, they just get enraged when they see other white people
trying to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, they're scared of their white privilege getting.
And
provoked.
then also to reenact the thing you said about last week was, which I don't see, that's not on national news, is about the 3 North Carolina cops that got fired last Friday because they got caught on tape that someone on camera, somebody instantly turned the dash cam on. They're sitting in the car talking about how they gonna kill black people, and all of and told me he was even talking about the white girl. Talking about, I hate the fine ass white girl. She's on there on her knees worshiping these niggers and all that. Yeah, they were just it was crazy shit. And then you mentioned it when you were talking about the black police officer. You was like, how did they feel? He said he didn't know until when he had his uniform off, which is crazy because they were talking about killing you.
Yeah, exactly.
You talking about killing others. It's like, so you doing all this. They don't even give a fuck about you, even though even though you got on the same uniform. They want to kill you too. Mm-hmm. So you really just a fucking Uncle Tom.
Yep. You can get it too, as they say.
Yeah, if he feel like, so imagine what the other ones feel like. They don't give a fuck about you either.
Yeah.
You still a nigga.
Yep.
Like Trick say, still a nigga.
He's still a nigga.
America, still a nigga.
Oh yeah.
And then you talking about a judge, a black judge. They were call her a niggeress.
No.
Yeah, they call her a niggeress.
I ain't see that. I mean,
so you gotta read
that.
it.
Yeah.
See, if you look at the video, they don't say everything because
No,
that is news.
I started. Yeah, exactly.
But if you read the whole thing, you'll
it's a whole bunch more that goes along with it.
Yeah.
The other couple of mentions I just lost my spot. Well, when you was talking about Trump, there's a warrant out for Trump's arrest, right?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
By what is it? By Iran, I forgot for
killing the general.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I was trying to get his name right. For killing the general. So yeah, so there's a warrant out for him. Can we send him to Iran anytime soon? Damn it, man.
Exactly.
Two teenagers were shot to death for asking a man how tall he was. Sounds real stupid, but guess where it was at?
Florida.
The Chi.
Oh.
In Chicago. Tall young man is like, damn, bro, you tall as fuck. Oh. Bam, bam, bam. I guess
and that's exactly how it happened.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the abridged version. They got into an altercation. Why you all in my business? I don't know you. Whatever. And
who got shot? The tall man or the other dudes?
The other dudes. That was I'm honestly say from the article sounds like they were like teasing him, like, you know, damn,
Fucking with
yo,
him.
yeah.
They
So-
go standing on these AKs.
Yeah. So that, and over in Jacksonville, 2 guys got shot at the Amazon fulfillment center. They were not killed, to my knowledge. They were rushed to the hospital, but
Yeah, it wasn't a work. They said it was some whole other shit. It wasn't a work related thing.
yeah, I'm not quite clear on the. Yeah, it sounded like something funky.
Yeah.
And I can't say her name. Angela Madison. She died. She was trying to be the first lady and the oldest lady to Trans-Pacific from California to Hawaii by rowboat. What do you call those? Like those paddle canoes.
Mm-hmm.
And she died
Heart attack
midway. She had did like about 4,000 miles.
All the way she could have
into it,
died.
yeah.
She chose to die that way.
That's what she said. That was her goal. That was one of the things she wanted to do before she passed off. So she was trying to fulfill her goal. Yep.
Cam Newton signs with the Patriots.
Okay.
7.5 for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
July 23rd, Black is King, Beyonce visual album drops. Also, I don't know where this was. I forgot. Oh, Louisiana. White man, you've been in the Bass Pro, right? You know, like, got the little fish tank.
Yeah.
This white man started to go to a swim.
What the fuck?
Except he was in Bass Pro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your thing.
They caught him because he came back.
Oh, right.
Of course, he's white. He's not going to jail.
No, of course not.
But they're going to make him pay for the cleaning.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
wow.
But yeah, I think Cam Newton, it's going to make a lot of white people mad because now they went from a white savior of the Patriots to
We'll see.
now they got a black quarterback.
We'll see.
They're not going to like it.
You know, it is what it is.
They're not going to like it.
They're going to love it when he...
They definitely just lost a lot of races.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what Patriots are about. You're a patriot. Anyway, it's Media Cartel. That's the name of the show.
Yes.
And you got
one more. Last Sunday was the 20-year anniversary of the bite fight. Mike Tyson versus
Holyfield.
Yeah, Holyfield.
When he bit his ear.
Yeah.
Only you would bring that shit.
Well, he lost, and with today's inflation, he lost $100 million.
Wow.
Because he got disqualified.
Right.
Which he said Holyfield was headbutting him. That's
Right.
did it.
I,
But Tyson's looking good now.
yeah, I saw.
That dude's
did you see
been
that
training.
video?
Yeah, dude training like.
I was like, whoa. Don't want to get
They are
with
pushed. I believe Mike Tyson's going to fight somebody again.
Uh-huh.
Definitely, because he's definitely in shape.
Yeah.
Damn good shape.
53.
But they're
Good.
saying they're trying to promote the Holyfield Tyson fight again. I don't think that'll Miami because Holyfield doesn't look. He's not in the.
Yeah. Holyfield is
not in the best shape.
Yeah, he's in good shape for, but he's not in.
I mean, I don't know last time people seen him like that, but he done lost a lot of weight.
That man was
he's cut. He's
cut, mean, fast.
Yeah.
He's faster too.
I always knew the strength was there.
The
strength
has always been there
because it
but the speed. He was never a speed person.
See,
this video I saw, either they sped it up. That speed is coming back.
Yeah, you see, that's the difference between a weight strength person and somebody that's cockstrong.
Right.
Yeah, the strength don't never leave.
Right. Well, the strength of this media podcast is brought to you by OZZIE and Mr. Ripper. It's simply called Media Cartel. Hit us up, Media Cartel, all social media places, IG, Facebook, all those things right there. Media Cartel. Hit us up. Also, if you want to leave your suggestions, comments, or if you want to leave some donations, hey, you can do all that too. mediacartelmixshow@gmail.com. Holla at us. But in the meantime, between time, until we hit you up, now you know what you didn't know. Me, myself, OZZIE, Mr. Ripper, we out. Peace.